Larry in the comments has written, open quotes, I have 10 years on you. It's over in the blink of an eye, close quotes. And you know that I'm turning 60 on the 18th of December. And I wanted to take a moment to talk about community and the community we have here and how lucky we are to have it. When I started on YouTube, which was about 2008, and then I started making money from YouTube around 2014, give and take, something like that. My marriage ended around 2009, and that took a couple of years to go through the process. The community on YouTube was my lifeline. It was everything. Making friends, having someone to reach out to at 2 o'clock in the morning when the kids wouldn't go to sleep or they'd keep coming into my room. I was the main provider and majority carer for the 4 kids at that time. And there was such a feeling of isolation being, I wasn't in a metropolitan suburb, a suburb by the beach, Langwarrin. I felt so isolated. There wasn't a great deal of resources or support resources at that time. And the community was everything to me. I follow Amanda Palmer on Patreon and a number of her different media sources. And she's so focused on community. Whatever your opinion is on Amanda Palmer, I love her focus on community. So I used to receive letters daily when I first started YouTube, and they were so comforting. And over this time, I started writing in Penzu, which is an online diary. And as you know, when we take photos, Google often sends them back to us years later. So every couple of days, Penzu will send me a page from my diary from years ago and pictures of a particular day. And I find it confronting what I was going through. This morning it sent me photos of myself about 6 years ago, maybe 7 years ago. And looking at the photo, I could remember what I felt on that day. I could remember what worried me. And I could remember I was very stressed about supporting the children financially. I was anxious about their schooling. I was anxious about bullying. I was anxious about their hobbies and whether they were gaining insight in life and how they were dealing with life. I was anxious because I felt alone. I was anxious because I thought my situation was unique. My hair was a lot longer there. After my parents died about 3 years ago, a massive amount of my hair fell out and broke off, and it's now growing back. I don't brush my hair, by the way, so it's just not something I do. So it's growing back. And seeing the photos, remembering the difference in then and now, and thinking about Larry's comment that it's the blink of an eye, and oh my goodness, it is. What I want to focus on here, guys, is the importance of community. Write to someone in the comments, say hello, send some goodwill to somebody. I don't think it's about giving advice, it's about saying, I'm listening, I'm here, I know it's hard. Actually, that'd be a really good idea for an audio, to say I'm listening, I'm here, I know it's hard, and just repeat that. Community here is vital. As I age, as you age, it's vital. Turning 60, in my mind, I had thoughts about where I would be. I thought that I would be still living with children around me. Somehow in my mind, I just negated what happens when, children become adults. That just wasn't factored in my love of motherhood. I thought I'd be single. I thought I'd be living in my home state of Victoria. I'm living in South Australia. So life is not what I thought it would be, but life is good. On the day my mother died, and I've shared this story that she died very suddenly because she was crying about my father. She rang me up and she was quite animated. And she talked to me for 45 minutes. And I'm so lucky to have that call because Mum and I had a bit of a tumultuous love-hate relationship. We were talking all the time, but, we had some tumultuous conversations. So I had the very good luck I was going to the gym with my son, Seth, when we got there. So I said, you go in and I'll wait in the car. It's always driving children around then, frenetically. And I sat in the car and rang my mother. And she was excited about life. She was worried about all her children. She talked about a story with each child. She talked about playing poker with the girlfriends and how much she liked drinks with the girlfriends when she played poker. And there was a whole lot of life stuffed into that 45 minutes. And then she said, I love your father so much. I don't think I can do this. And I said, sure you can. She was such a rock. Sure you can, Mum. You'll be fine. She said, I don't think so. I don't think I can do this. And she was just amazing in life, so resilient, so capable, so able to find answers and kept the whole family afloat. And she was happy during this call, really happy, excited, animated. She said, I don't think I can do this without your father. And I said, Mum, we'll go and visit Dad today. Seth and I will go and take the day off, have a walk in the sun. And I've shared this story before. So she got off the phone. She rang us when we got to Dad's. Dad was in care. She would go every day, by the way, for hours. So she rang us and she told Seth something wonderful about Seth, how she believed in him. She said something wonderful to me. She left her front door. She went for a walk. She lasted maybe 150 meters, maybe 200 meters, and dropped dead. Or her aorta split, completely split. Her heart broke, literally. Anyway, I went from having a rock of a mother that I would argue with to my mother passed, and then things were just dominoes after that. Life passes in a second, and the issue is we only know that when it's starting to pass. As a young person, you just think you're impervious and everything's okay, and we can have an argument with that person and it'll all work out. Life passes, people die. All we have is community and friendship and love and compassion and empathy. When you write to me, it comes up on my phone for a second. I'm going through my day, whatever I'm doing, feeding horses, going shopping, whatever, and it flashes up and I see it. And I think, I must reply to that. And I might get hundreds of messages a day. And I will sit down quickly every so often and answer. Larry, you send the most amazing. If you look in my comments, Larry puts really wise comments that always give me pause to think, and I really enjoy them. Comments here, guys, can be a lifeline to so many people. The fact that my computer and phone send me Penzu, my diary, and my pictures is useful because it is the blink of an eye saying, I thought I had problems then. I thought my life would be in a certain way now. We never know what it's going to be like. We are incredibly flawed as human beings. We don't know it. We don't know it all. And anybody that says to me in counselling, I'm a counsellor, I know it, I've got it. I think, whoa, okay, hold up there. The moment you say you know it is the moment we are in trouble. You don't know it. I don't know it. Nobody knows it. But we walk forward in human steps, flawed steps. We get back up. We forgive people in whatever manner we can, allowing for what occurred. We step through life. We attempt to pause and reflect. We attempt diligently to walk through life, to reflect. It is not easy. And some people have it a lot harder than others. Our role is to listen, not to judge. Be careful of any advice because we can never truly be empathetic. We can never walk in another person's shoes. Community is the word of the moment here. Larry life is over in the blink of an eye. Larry is 10 years older than I am. Who would think I would be 60? Who would think that? And in the life that I have, Larry was mentioning in his comment in my last video about getting married. I never thought I'd get married a second time. My mum and dad were really, really in love with each other. I've never seen people so in love. And the thought of that, I would like to try and mirror that. I'm going to work very hard towards that. There are going to be issues, problems, faults, strengths and weaknesses, but I'm looking forward to working towards a peaceful, comfortable relationship. Community, guys, reach out to each other in the comments. Perhaps you could say, how does it go? I'm listening, I'm here, I know life can be hard. I'm listening, I'm here, I know life can be hard. I'm listening, I'm here, I know life can be hard. Hey, I'm listening, I'm here. I know life can be hard. I do not truly know your journey because I cannot walk a mile in your shoes, but I'm sorry for any adversity you experience. Community, guys.